All right, guys, welcome to Tverdov Builder Brothers. We're here at our latest project, 58 Easton Ave here in New Brunswick, where we're converting a previous salon shop into 5 studio apartments. It's going to be some of the luxurious rentals here in New Brunswick. Come check it out. Might want to watch your step. The wind chill's 6 degrees today, and there is some water on the ground. Got our main man Mike here working on some things. So here we got the plans. One of our genius trades actually stapled this in, so guys aren't spilling coffee and crumpling it all over. But as you can see, we got the perfect layout up here, so there should be no question as to what everybody needs to do regarding their own different trades. So it's been pretty self-explanatory for the most part, but as always, questions do come up, and you have to work together as a team to figure things out. So these we had to put in. It's called putty. We had to double layer these electrical outlet boxes as per the new fire code, and it's in each fire rated wall, as you can see, where there are double outlets parallel to each other. So any bay that you see 2 outlets like this, we did have to put fireproofing putty over them as per code. So you might see that as we go in further to the place. You can also see my brother and I, we take fire blocking really serious. Something we picked up from Matt Reisinger, who's another big builder down south. Every hole that every wire goes through, at each bay, each stud, we basically sealed that up. And you can see in the ceiling here, we do that not only because it's fire blocking, it also keeps everything tight in the house too, and prevents moisture intrusion, insects, etc. So something we like to do, and just adds another step of safety. So right here, this is going to be one utility room. We're going to have a little water heater here. This is the back stairwell here, as you can see. We had to change the layout just a little bit, but stuff like that comes up also, so can't really do much there. Another water heater is going in here, so on, and then the rest are going to be in the attic, a couple floors above us. So, yep, it's all good though. So, as you can see, this is another one of our studios here, slightly bigger in space. There are some interesting factors. Each studio apartment, has different layouts and whatnot, and protruding walls. After all, this building is 140 years old, so you might even see some old brace framing here, which you really don't see anymore. Everybody knows about balloon framing, platforming framing, but brace framing is something they did a long time ago to, really hold the structure up well.
And why is some of this spray foam and some of this insulation?
So this is an exterior wall. So anytime it's an exterior wall, you have to use something called batt insulation, to prevent, a lot of freezing and whatnot. I got Mike looking at me back there like he's my math teacher,
Thanks, Mike. So my brother clearly choked under pressure here, guys. So to explain this, basically anywhere we had brick, we just spray foamed it because we don't want to remove the brick. It's a pain in the butt. And then once you remove the brick, you have to start putting furring strips, and just adds to the cost. So some of this didn't have any brick when we took the walls out, and some of it did. So any areas where we had brick throughout, they spray foamed. And then anywhere else, we put batt insulation. So you see here, like this whole wall was brick. So we spray foamed it, and it's pretty good. I think it's like maybe an inch thick, 1.5 inches, but it still gives a pretty good R value. So that was great. Now, one of the other tricky things here, actually, we're still not done here. We actually have to dig up this floor to bring the water line from the restaurant into our closet. Which let me show you the closet actually, so we could get a water service. So this closet, it's probably gonna be a little hard to see. So let me sit down, Mike, and you can get behind me. But this closet, we're gonna have all 5 sub-meters here because every apartment's gonna be sub-metered. We also finally used our heads instead of acting like cavemen, and we have cable and internet here. So what's gonna happen is whoever lives here, whenever they need cable or internet, the cable guy will just come right in here and hook it up. And then we do have a pipe running up here to the outside, so to basically future-proof the place where, I don't know, you need CAD, I'm making up a number 10, Ethernet cable, they could run it easily. So let me continue to show you this apartment because there's a lot of nooks and crannies in each property here, in each apartment. So this bathroom is quite interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I actually didn't bring this up to you. I want to make sure this is like not too high by code. So we're gonna figure that out. But also bear in mind, there's probably gonna be another inch of concrete and tile here. So we'll see. But we had to build this up because underneath here were so many pipes with the restaurant. We couldn't do it. So we kind of had to basically raise the floor of the shower. We also did the same thing here with the toilet. The toilet doesn't go under, it goes out the back. And then if you follow this, I'll show you here. We had to build this huge bench area. I know it's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but it runs all the way around. And then the pipe kind of dumps in through here. This actually, I think, is opened. Yeah. So under here is stairs. So you could kind of see the PVC pipe, and then it's going to dump into not this pipe, but an existing pipe that's in the wall. So we're actually going to have to go up these stairs and drill through the wall to connect this pipe to dump the waste, and obviously we'll close up the floor, and then we will seal that door coming up. So let's show you guys the other apartments.
So here we go. We got a kitchen here. We got our sink. Everything is marked out. Something Pete and I like to do also. That way there is no confusion whatsoever where everything is going. Yeah, we like to label everything. That way, again, there's zero confusion. Oh, yeah. Wow. I thought you saw that. Yeah, so it's been a little cold here in New Jersey. As you can see, it's a miracle we didn't fail our plumbing inspection. But
dude, I thought this was like soap. I was looking in here.
I thought it was soap too, and then I touched it.
I was looking in here. I was like, why did he use soap? That's crazy. He just filled this like this morning.
It's 6 degrees out.
Holy smokes.
So.
Well, we passed.
We passed. That's all that matters.
Dude, wow.
It's crazy. Everything's frozen. That froze within a couple hours. And he was actually draining the one downstairs into the stairs. And that wound up freezing within 20 minutes. So it just goes to show how cold it is outside. Make our way upstairs here to my favorite and last apartment. So we got this nice big beauty up here. This has been fun. So you can see where the pitch of the old roof was. And then you can also see, if you flip around here, where we added the dormer, which created a lot more space in the common area space. Allowed us to add a bathroom over here. And just like downstairs, it's a nice little snow globe in this shower pan here. Just goes to show how cold it is once again, but very, very cold. Also added a new subfloor. The old floor was really sketchy, to say the least, so.
Give me some jumps here. Feels better.
Maybe not that, but had a nice little knee wall here. So this is where the water heaters are going to go. We're going to be adding 3 up here. We're also going to put a little baseboard heater in here. That way, nothing freezes up, and we can kind of prevent any potential problems arising in the future. So, yeah, this is a really big apartment up here. I'm excited for this when it's going to be done. It's going to be beautiful. And if you look outside here, you might be able to see we had to extend this chimney here about 12 feet. So that was fun for them to work on. They were doing that last week because it has to be extended over the peak of the roof. And it certainly wasn't close previously, so had to work on that. But we're making a lot of progress. Get ready to hopefully close up soon, and then the fun part starts, the finishing. So
it's not necessarily, well, I shouldn't say it's a thing in New Jersey. It depends on the climate zone that you're in. So like down like the mid-Atlantic and down south, you could actually frame everything 2x4. So one of my buddies who is also named Pete, if you ever watch this part of the video, you got to DM me that I'm shouting you out here. This guy's a machine in North Carolina, builds like, I think he built like a ridiculous amount of homes. I can't even put a number on it. But basically, they frame everything 2x4. But in New Jersey, you need a certain level of insulation, right? So if you try to put, I think the minimum here is like R13, but I like to do R19. So if you put R19, it won't fit in a 2x4 wall. So it has to be 2x6. Yeah. But I believe even if it's R13, it has to be 2x6. So long story short, any addition or new construction exterior wall is always 2x6, and like the old stuff is 2x4. So if you come over here, this is like a 2x4 wall. So you see the difference in depth. It's a lot shorter. Yeah. If we go back to this window with 2x6s, you see how much deeper it is. Yeah. So that's one reason why. So anyway, at this point we've passed all of our inspections. We had a rough sprinkler inspection, which they air tested. We had a rough electric inspection. We had rough plumbing inspection. We had rough building inspection. So we've passed all of our inspections. As you can see, insulation's already in. So as soon as we're done with this video, we're going to schedule insulation inspection, and then we'll start sheetrocking. But it's been a great project so far. And truthfully, we've been slacking a little bit on the video for this one, but that's because we're busy with a bunch of other things. But wanted you guys to get an understanding of what we are doing here. Stay tuned. We'll give you an update with this project in the future. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this.